Hello, my dear students. Tonight's arrangement is a great short story, The Adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond. This story is meant for the students of class 9 and those who read in class 9 and belonging to CBSE, ICSE, ISC, etc. This story, The Adventures of Toto, is a very good short story written by Ruskin Bond. And let us start this story reading and explaining the word meanings as well as sentence meanings before making this introduction lengthy and boring and monotonous. Thank you very much and let us start. Oh, I forget to remind you that you must not forget to press the subscription button and to subscribe my channel to give you lessons more and more. Let us start. Grandfather Toto bought Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. The author's grandfather bought this little monkey Toto. Toto is the name of a monkey. Bought this little monkey Toto from a Tonga driver at the exchange of rupees 5 only. And the Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey. The color of the monkey is red, tied to a feeding trough. Here feeding trough means just box for animal feeding. Box for animal feeding trough. And the monkey looked so out of the place. That means the monkey looked odd at that place. He didn't match the place. And therefore grandfather decided or came to the conclusion to keep this little monkey, red monkey, in his own private zoo. And this was decided. This was the decision of the author's grandfather. Okay? Toto was a pretty monkey. Here pretty means beautiful, cute, and attractive too. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep-set eyebrows. And his bright eyes, the monkey possessed bright eyes that sparkled, that shone with mischief, that is naughtiness. His eyes suggested that he was a mischief maker, it was a mischief maker, and eyes were suggestive of so. Deep-set eyebrows, that means his eyes were beneath the eyebrows and his eyes suggested that he can be a mischief maker. His eyes suggested its naughtiness, its wickedness. and his teeth, which were pearly white. Pearly white means as white as pearl. His teeth were as white as pearl, were very often displayed in a smile. And when the little monkey laughed or smiled, his white teeth, sparkling teeth, were displayed, that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. And these sparkling teeth, pearly teeth, frightened or made panicky those early elderly women, especially those Anglo-Indian ladies. But his hands looked dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years, as if pickle has been dried up in the sun. His little hands looked so. Yet his fingers were quick. Yet his little fingers were very quick in lifting up or picking up things and wicked. And his tail, while adding to his good looks, grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks. The monkey's tail enhanced its beauty, and according to grandfather, the tail is the symbol of beauty to a monkey. Also served as a third hand, and according to grandfather, the tail of the little animal acted as the third hand. He could use it to hang from a branch, and with the help of the tail, the little monkey could hang from the branch of a tree, and it was capable of scooping up any delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. Here, scooping up means to pick up quickly, to lift up quickly. So, it was able to scoop up using its little hand from a branch. However, any delicacy, that means any food, any good food, any beautiful food, any tasty food, that is delicacy, that might be out of reach of his hands. Any delicacy, any good food, any dainty dish that was out of his reach could be gripped by his little fingers very quickly. Grandmother always fussed when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. That means grandmother didn't like grandfather's this type of activity, that is bringing new animal, bird, etc. at home. So she was fussed, she was annoyed, she was just irritated. So it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept secret from her. So it was grandfather's decision to hide the little animal from out of sight of grandmother. Okay? She was in a particularly good mood. When grandmother would be in a very good mood, it will be shown to her. It would be shown to her. It was the decision of grandmother. Grandfather and I put them away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall. So, according to the decision, the little animal, that is the monkey, was hidden in a little closet opening into the author's bedroom wall, where he was tied securely. That means he was tied very safely with great attention so that it could not flee, or so we thought, to a peg. Peg means here a short piece of wood or bamboo. A short piece of wood or bamboo. So it was tied to a peg, fastened into the wall, and the peg was into the wall. However, the little monkey was out of sight of grandmother, and grandfather decided to show it to grandmother when grandmother's mood would be well. A few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found the walls, the author himself and his grandfather came to release Toto, and they were dumbstruck to see the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather. That means the wall was decorated with some papers, with some good papers, colorful papers, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. That means the colorful paper was torn out from the wall. The peg and the little bamboo or wooden short piece of wood or bamboo peg in the wall had been wrenched from the socket, and it was snapped and it was separated from the socket. That means pulled away violently from the socket. And my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. And the school blazer which the author used to wear was in shreds. I wondered what my grandmother would say. That means the author was bewildered, was at a loss to think what his grandmother would say after having seen the sight. But grandfather didn't worry. That means grandfather was not anxious. He seemed pleased with Toto's performance. On the other hand, he was very much pleased. He was very much happy. He was very much glad to see Toto's beautiful performance or activities. And that is the end of my lecture today or tonight. And I think that all of you have understood its English meaning, its English rendering, its word meaning, and many other. And at the end of the lesson, I will give you some questions and grammatical items. Thanking all of you. Good night. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, please.